Determining if a company is public or private. The first step in finding information about a specific company is determining whether that company is private or public. A private company is often owned by an individual or a small group. They do not sell stock to the general public, and so are not obligated to file financial statements or other documents with the Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC. They do file some documents with the IRS and various state agencies, mostly related to taxes. A public company is owned by many individuals who have purchased company stocks. These stocks are available to the general public and can be purchased on an exchange like the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ. Public companies are required to file a variety of documents with the SEC, such as a 10-K and an 8-K. Access to these documents allows stakeholders to make good decisions about their investment in a company. The public availability of such documents also makes it much easier to research public companies than private companies. Often larger companies are public, but not always. A small company can be public and a large company can be private. For example, Winmark Corporation, the company that owns Plato's Closet, is public. On the other hand, Mars, the candy giant, is private. You also need to know whether a company is the parent company or if it is a subsidiary of another. A subsidiary is a company that has at least 50% of its stock controlled by a single parent company. Even if the parent company is public, there is usually less information available about subsidiaries, so you may need to scale up and find whatever information you can on the parent company instead. The easiest way to determine whether a company is public or private, and if they are the parent or a subsidiary, is simply Google or Wikipedia. I'm going to search for the ketchup king, Heinz. Notice that sometimes Google pops up this featured snippet at the top of its search results, but that is completely auto-generated and is not always accurate. In this case, it says Berkshire Hathaway was a majority owner of Heinz, but if I read more on the Wikipedia page it's drawing that from, I see that it was briefly 52% owned, but then Kraft and Heinz merged, so now the combined company, Kraft Heinz, is only 26.6% owned by Berkshire Hathaway and is thus not a subsidiary. Generally, this Wikipedia info box on a company is reliable as long as you take a look at how current the information is and where it's getting its ownership info from. If it's from something like the 10-K, 8-K, proxy statement, or another financial statement that's released directly from the company, that's generally trustworthy. If you have any questions, please contact the library. We're happy to help.